ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. Hope everyone is good inshallah. Barakallah fikum wa jazakumullah khair. And we're continuing with the beautiful series of lectures aimed at understanding and helping us understand who these women were. And inshallah, helping understand the sisters, helping understand, great role model in this dunya, which are the wives of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the women around him, and so on. Now, right. Let us go back to the marriage of Ali radiallahu anh with Fatima radiallahu anha. We know that he went to propose to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam after Umar proposed and after other Sahabas wanted, of course, to be married to Fatima. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he chose Ali. Not just that, but we know that Ali grew in the family of the Prophet ﷺ, in his household. So definitely he knew Fatima quite well. Okay. Let's go down. Okay. Now we know that the mahar that was agreed upon, and we know that Ali sold one of his shields, and we know that this money was given to prepare for the wedding, the mahar, and the Prophet ﷺ managed that. Okay. Let's go down. As you can see, he said, do you have any other thing? What's interesting here is he asked him, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Ali, where is your Hatami armored plate that I gave to you? So the Prophet ﷺ gifted it to Ali. Because when he first asked him, he said, okay, he doesn't have anything. Okay. But then the Prophet ﷺ, he tells him, I've given you that thing. So where is it? Right? I've given it to you. Okay. So where is it? You can use that to sell it. Prophet ﷺ knew. So you see, the frank talk between the two of them. Yeah, the Prophet ﷺ is the most he's the most kind. He could have just been no problem, right? But it's to teach us that this is important. Okay. It can be a small thing, it can be a big thing, but mahar is still important. Okay. Now, all right. So that's what happened. The Prophet ﷺ, as I told you, gave part of the money to Bilal to buy some things, and then basically they prepared what? The wedding. Okay. Now, and then he invited some of the Sahabas and informed them of the marriage. Okay. And Fatima was asked about the acceptance, and she was obviously a virgin, and her shyness, her silence was acceptance. You can go to see here how important haya is. And I want to pause here and just expand a little bit on the concept of haya. Now, a woman would say, but you have to talk, you're your own woman, you're your own person. How, why don't, and you also see subhanAllah that Ali had some haya in front of the Prophet ﷺ. Even though if you know anything about Ali radiallahu anh, he is a lion. Okay, he is known to be a warrior, the likes of Khalid bin Walid, so on. Okay, Ali is probably one of the most comprehensive Sahabas that you will know in terms of, for example, Khalid was known for his skill in fighting as a fighter, right? But he's not known to be like a faqih, okay, or a politician or a leader. He was mostly basically a leader as an army leader, okay? Understand? So That's what he's known. Abu Bakr is known to be a leader, but more like a merchant as well. And, he's a very smart man, mashallah, and a leader as well, but not necessarily a fighter. He's not known to be a fighter, even though he participated in the battles. Okay. Many Sahabas had many skills, but when you look at Ali radiallahu anh, he was so comprehensive. He was a warrior. If you could say, is he a warrior? Yes, he's a warrior, 100%. He can be classified as a warrior. Is he a person who knows how to do business? Definitely. You can see in many ahadith that he was. He, radiallahu anh, he was a great leader. I mean, definitely. We can see, even though his khilafah had a lot of problems due to the people who were there. And that's why they used to ask him, how come during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, you guys didn't have these problems? And he said, because during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, we had leaders like him and followers like me. And today, okay, you have leaders like me, but followers like you. Right? You understand? So Ali was a great leader, great politician, great strategist. He was just an amazing person. Overall, he had an amazing understanding of life. And you could see that he was just an amazing person. Like well-rounded, right? If you could say who's the person that's got like covered most of the things in the deen, it would be someone like Ali, radiallahu anhu. Okay? And we have to love Ali. Okay, you guys have to understand that. Like loving Ali is extremely important, right? Now the Shias, they always claim Ali, but actually this is not true. The Shias are distorting Ali. Okay? The Shias are a distortion, a'udhu billah, for Ali radiallahu anhu. Okay? We love Ali. We should love Ali. We should not be afraid, okay, to speak about Ahlul Bayt and so on. Okay? We shouldn't. Because many people, they think, okay, if I talk about Ahlul Bayt, Hassan, Hussein, and Ali, that somehow this is like Shia, propaganda. It's not. Right? We are have more right over Ali and Hassan, Hussein, Fatima, and Ahlul Bayt than anyone else. Okay? It's something we need to understand. Very, very important. Okay? So Ali was just one of the greatest, most amazing people they could ever know. And I encourage everyone to study his life and to understand who he was, radiallahu anhu. But let us go now to understand. I wanted to just comment on the concept of haya, okay, and what Fatima did, and then also Ali, right? See, when the Prophet ﷺ, he spoke to the Prophet ﷺ, you see that he was quite shy. Ali was shy, okay. So, but look at Fatima's response. Okay, she is the daughter of the Prophet ﷺ. She is of high rank, you can see, and she didn't respond because that is as per the hadith, subhanAllah, right? So the Prophet ﷺ, you know the hadith, right? That a virgin's silence means consent. Is hadith. So you could tell that Fatima radiallahu anha, she understood that, or that the standard of haya was so common at that time in these women that they basically, that they all did that. Okay, that's how she was. You know what I mean? So today you'd find like women want to like talk everywhere, open, talking, whatnot. But it's not from haya. I mean, we found this is one of the attributes that's been lost in the world when it comes to men and women. But it's with women it's a little bit different because it's more correct for women to have that type of behavior. Okay. That's kind of how it is. Yeah. So sadly, we live in a time where this is on a, it's kind of like an extinct thing. It's becoming extinct. Because that's again, I always talk about is that dynamics between men and women changing. Okay, and we shouldn't lose our fitrah. So this is Ali and Fatima radiallahu anhuma. Now, the Prophet ﷺ came out and found the elder companions present. Then he made the khutbah and he basically gave the wedding. Like, so the nikah, the shurut of the nikah. Do you guys know what the shurut of the nikah are? What does a nikah have to be valid? Anyone know? Does anyone know? Okay. Bridegroom, mahar, wali. Yes, bridegroom, mahar, wali. What else? What else is needed? There's certain things that are missing there. What else is there? Bridegroom, mahar, wali. Come on, guys. Okay. Witnesses, how many? Two. Okay, good. All right, two witnesses. That's correct. All right. So we got bridegroom, mahar, wali, witnesses, two witnesses. Muslim or non-Muslim? Can they be non-Muslims? Must be Muslims, yes. Okay. All right. What else? That's it. What if there's no bride present? Can the nikah go forward? Okay. Okay. Yes, because the father represents the girl, right? So the father can accept the proposal. Okay. All right. What else? There has to be an offer and an acceptance. It's called ijab and qabul. Okay. And there has to be mahar, of course, the wali, right? And there has to be the two witnesses. That's it. Do you need to have an imam to do the khutbah and to, is that something they have to do or not? You know? Does anyone know? Yeah, have you ever attended a nikah? Have you ever seen a nikah without a sheikh? Have you ever seen a nikah without a sheikh performing a nikah? Come on, I'm sure you guys have been to some weddings recently, right? Like, have you ever seen a nikah without a sheikh? Okay, is it valid? There's no sheikh in the nikah. Can a person marry? And there's, You know, it's like you go to the Sheikh's office, or you see these nice Malaysian videos there where, you know, everyone's like so happy and they're in the masjid, and then the Sheikh, he does the nikah and all that. So can there be marriage? Is it valid? Is the nikah valid without the Sheikh? Come on, guys. Bismillah. Some trivia here, some questions, some fiqh questions. Answer, someone, just take a guess. It's an educated guess. Anyone? So the answer is what? Can you have a wedding without the sheikh? Yes or no? Yeah, you don't have to have a sheikh. Sheikh is not the shart of the nikah. Okay, it's literally, I can go and say to a man, brother, uncle, I want to marry your daughter. Can I marry your daughter? He says, yes, you can. He will say, what's the mahar? 2,000 ringgits. Okay, let me ask my daughter. Assalamu alaikum, Salma. You agree? Jibril wants to marry you. Yeah, I'm so happy. Okay, that's it, done. Witnesses, let me call the witnesses. Hey, do you witness this? Yes, I witness this. Do you witness this? Yes, I witness this. Khalas, finish. All right, the nikah is done. You got the witnesses were there. I asked for the marriage, the hand. He agreed. It's good. We're good to go. The witnesses witnessed. Okay, maybe there's two men with her father, right? And then they literally, I can do that on the street. Obviously, it's not like what you do, but like if I see an uncle in the street and I know him and he's got two guys with him, right? It's like, they just came out of a, I don't know, coffee shop or something. Assalamu alaikum, Uncle Irfan, how are you? Blah, 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 whatever. I want to propose to your daughter, Salma, for the mahar of 2,000 ringgits. Do you agree? Yes, I agree. Okay, good. Guys, do you witness? Yes, witness. It's done. The car is done there in front of the mall, front on the street. Okay, it's right there. It's finished. If he agreed, he accepted. Even he called there, whatever. She gave her permission. She's okay, and that's it. That's all it takes, basically. That's what it is. Okay. The whole formality is just something that's been kind of like put in the culture, and so on. But okay, inshallah. Okay, so that's how the nikah was done. You find that during the time of the Prophet ﷺ, things were quite easily done. Things were simple. Today, people they really complicate things. They make it very difficult for people to get married. It's very, very difficult. And that has a result on the ummah and on what the young men and women are going through, the haram and all that. Okay. Now, okay, so let's go back to the marriage. Okay, the marriage of Ali with Fatima radiallahu anha was done. And the Prophet ﷺ gave like a little speech, as you can see, right? He says, indeed, Allah makes marriage relationship the means of maintaining human progeny. And here again, like I said before, Prophet ﷺ is highlighting the importance of marriage and connection and intimacy between a husband and a wife, and how important that is. Okay? Now, and he quoted verses from the Quran, yeah, which is beautiful. Now, let's go down. So, from this could be the evidence of giving like a speech or a khutbah that's allowed, right? But it's not a must, right? It's a sunnah. If you want to give a speech, say something to encourage the young man, the young women, whoever's getting married, right? Then it's okay. But it's not like a fard that you have to do. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. We'll do that. They'll recite then from Surah Rum. ومن آياته أن خلق لكم من أنفسكم أزواجا لتسكنوا إليها وجعلنا بينكم مودة ورحمة. Right? I performed many nikahs before, and you can give a speech or remind. It's good, can help, mashallah, and it helps. But again, it's very simple. Marriage is very, 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 very simple. Now, okay, let's go down. So he says something very interesting. Indeed, Allah commanded me to give Fatima in marriage to Ali, which means here that this was a marriage that was commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I think it's very important to notice here the words, indeed Allah commanded me, which means maybe the Prophet ﷺ, when, not that he was hesitant, but the first time when it was like not so clear, maybe he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for clarity, whether this is khair. And that's how we should all actually do it. That's how we ask for istikhara. Right? When you want to make a decision in Islam, you have istikhara, which is you ask Allah for counsel or guidance. And then you have istishara from shura, which is that you ask other people to help you and what's their opinion and so on. So these two things have to be done in order, inshallah, this is correct according to Islam, to, inshallah, get the blessing and the barakah of the decision. And whatever decision you make in life, okay, make istikhara, make istishara. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's right. If you look at dua istikhara, right, how do we do istikhara? We pray 2 rakahs, the nafila. It can be even sunnah. You pray the sunnah of fajr, and then you make the dua istikhara after, the sunnah of dhuhr, or just 2 nafila. And then you say, Allahumma inni astakhiruka bi ilmik. Right? Oh Allah, I ask you by your knowledge. وَأَسْتَغْفِرُكَ بِقُدْرَتِكَ. And I rely upon the qudra, your ability. وَأَسْأَلُكَ مِنْ فَضْلِكَ الْعَظِيمِ. And I ask you from your great fadl and blessing. فَإِنَّكَ تَقْدِرُ وَلَا أَقْدِرُ. Indeed, you can and I cannot. تعلم ولا أعلم. And you, I don't know. وأنت علام الغيوب. And you are the knower of the unseen. Allahumma in kunta ta'alam. Okay, Allahumma in kunta ta'alamu anna hadha al-amr. Or Allah, if you know that this affair, this thing, this issue that I'm debating in my mind, خير لي في ديني, it is good for my deen, خير لي في ديني ومعاشي, and my life, وعاقبة أمري, and the end and my affairs in general, the end of my affairs. فاقدره لي ويسره لي ثم بارك لي فيه. Then make it qadr for me, decree it for me, and make it easy for me. Then put barakah in it. Okay? Put what? Put barakah in it. Right? So look what you're saying. You're not saying, oh, give me a dream. Some people think that you get a dream or something like that. So no. Okay, it's not about a dream or this or that. It's about that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees it for you. He makes it easy for you. He blesses you with it. Okay, and you will know. Because things become easy. When istikhara is positive, Allah opens up the doors for you. And it becomes easy. And when istikhara is not, then things become difficult. Doors close and, things become hard and you can't do this, you can't do that. Things get delayed and whatnot, bunch of stuff happen. Okay, and you're just not happy, you're frustrated and whatnot. Okay? That's how you know whether istikhara is good or not, whether it's meant to be or not. Okay? That's how it works. So always remember that when you make istihara. Make istihara for everything. And again, make istishara. Ask, like call someone that you trust, a friend, someone, right? Where you basically, uh, you are asking him to give you his opinion, one or two people they trust. Okay? This is how the process is. They will see the barakah of Allah in everything they do. Okay? No. So I like this because subhanAllah, he said, indeed Allah commanded me. Okay? Obviously, the Prophet ﷺ now, he gets revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Which other marriage did Allah command him? Do you know? Does anyone know which other marriage did Allah command him? Which other marriage that Allah commanded him? Anyone know? Yes. Okay, Zainab. Not his son, is like adopted son, supposedly. It was not adopted, though. This was to break that custom, actually. But yes, Zainab. Okay, good. Who else? Who else? Whereas like Allah's like decree and order, pretty much. There was one that actually comes in a dream. So, I mean, dreams could be a sign, of course, but I don't want people to rely on dreams. They don't get a dream and they think, okay, my istikhara is not answered. No. But the Prophet ﷺ did get a dream to marry one of his wives. Does anyone remember? Who was it? No, not Hafsa. Hafsa, Allah told him through Angel Jibreel alayhi salam, to take her back after he divorced her. Okay, in the Sa'idah time. She is a woman who fasts, prays, yeah. Okay, so Allah actually ordered the Prophet basically to take back the divorce. Okay, he divorced her. لما ما يأتي the stage. Okay? So it's not given as a dream or as a revelation or as an order. So it was Aisha radiallahu anha. There's hadith where the Prophet ﷺ was showed Aisha in a garment. She was covered, and when he uncovered, you see her face, and it was Aisha. And in the dream, it says, "This is your wife." Okay, so it was Aisha radiallahu anha. So Aisha, Zainab. Okay, and we see also that uh, to take back Hafsa. So technically, Yani, that's also would count. Okay, now, all right. So let's go down. Okay. The Prophet ﷺ then ordered that a tray of dates to be presented to the guests. Now, okay, I'm not saying that we're living in the desert of Arabia, but I think we need to understand the simplicity. Did they have money? Well, we find in some of the narrations that lots of camels would be slaughtered. When the Prophet ﷺ married Khadija, camels were slaughtered. So they could have done big feasts and all that, but it was a very simple thing. And that a tray of dates was passed around and everyone ate. So it was a very, very basic thing. Okay. Now, is this the walima or is this the nikah? Where do you usually eat food? Yeah, exactly, the walima. So can you serve some food at the nikah? Yes, you can. Obviously, this is the evidence. You could serve some snacks. Okay, exactly. Right. But usually the feast is after consummation of the marriage, man and the woman. They become intimate after they did the nikah. The next day usually is the walima. Okay, that's the walima. Not to be mistaken for an aqiqah. What's an aqiqah? What is the aqiqah? Aqiqah specific, walima is not. You can feed anything in the walima. So Prophet will have some dates and butter and some honey or something. The aqiqah is when the baby's born, right? That you have to slaughter a sheep or a ram, depending if it's a boy or girl, two for a man, one for a woman, and so on. Okay? So this is all to understand. Okay? So Ali radiallahu anh came up and Prophet ﷺ tells him, it's like, what, you didn't know? Like, Ali, Allah ordered me to give you Fatima in marriage. And I have done so upon 400 dirhams. Can anyone do a calculation of what 400 dirhams would be in today's money? Just, I don't know, ask ChatGPT or something. 400 dirhams, 400, 1,400, 50 years ago, let's say. What would it be worth in today in dollars, in American dollars? Does anyone have ChatGPT uh, around? I'm quite interested to see how much would have been. Then this is what's called Mahar Fatim. Okay. And if I'm correct, it will come up around $1,200. So, if anyone can check?
Alaikum share. Isn't dinar and dirham vary the value that differ from country to country?
Can you hear me? Seemed like my phone, my mic was muted. What was the last thing that was heard? Sorry.
They're asking about the how many dinar or dirham in USD, and then
Ah, yeah.
we didn't hear anything from you.
You didn't hear? Okay,
No.
okay. All right. All right. So if we put it to 7th century Arabia, so the dirham at that time was the silver coin, and the dinar was the golden coin. Okay. In that time, that was the umla or the coin. Okay, the two coins. Now today, the UAE, for example, has a dirham, Emirati dirham. I don't know if it's based on the silver or not. And I think the Jordanian dinar, and then you have I think Kuwaiti dinar. Some countries have a dinar and use the name dinar. Some have it a dirham. But back in the day of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, basically they would have had the dirham was 2.97 grams of silver. So 400 dirhams, 400 coins would be 1.188 grams. So a kilo, 0.188 grams, or sorry, a kilo and 188 grams of silver, which would be, if it's evaluated, it would be around 955 USD. Okay, but it's a 7th century dirham, right? So around let's say $1,000. That was the math. Okay, I think I calculated before, but maybe the silver today is a bit lower, but it was 1,200, but around there. This was Mahar Fatim. Okay, 400 dirhams. Now, I'm not sure if we go based on today. Okay, how much is a dirham? To go based on today, I don't know if there's an actual. The only thing they find is that, okay, like the UAE dirham is like 0.2 USD, and you got the Moroccan dirham. Morocco uses dirham as well. Okay, so I mean, if you would have 400 dirhams today, if you were to go by the UAE dirham, then you would basically have like $150 or a bit less than that, $130. That's all it'd be worth, right? So no, but back in the days, so that would be $1,000. Okay, now it's interesting. I like to to look. It's quite fascinating to understand. Anyway, let's go down. There was a question about whether is it not uncommon to hold nikah in mind, morning and walima from 12 p.m. onwards? Well, it depends. There was no specific time, as I said. Is there in Malaysia a specific month where people do nikah, where they wait for like a specific season? Is there such a thing in Malaysia?
During school holidays, that's the most common one season.
But there's not like, they don't have like a Muharram, Safar, Rabi al-Awwal or something like that, like a specific Islamic
No,
month where everyone wants to get married.
no, but some people prefer during the month of Shawwal, between after Ramadan and Dhul Hijjah.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that Sha'ban, sometimes people like to get married in Sha'ban. And I don't know. Yeah, and people don't like to get married in Ramadan, right? But if someone needs to get married, like even Ramadan, it's okay to get married. It's not a problem. No, no. Okay, so
You raise
it was
eyebrows when you do that.
really, yeah, I think people will be like, why, it's disrespectful or something. Right? SubhanAllah. Okay, so that was the marriage of Ali and Fatima, was witnessed by a group of companions, the companions, and they lived very happily, alhamdulillah. Obviously, they're a very, very close couple, and they loved each other very much. And Ali was very much, in love with her, and they loved with each other, and had the beautiful children Hassan and Hussein that we know. And the Prophet used to love them so much. He used to love it. Hassan and Hussein so much. You know. SubhanAllah. Now, okay, let's go down. A night blessed by Allah. A night blessed by Allah and His Messenger. On the night of Fatima and Ali's marriage, the Messenger of Allah asked Salama to take the bride to Ali's house, which he had equipped for their dwelling, and to wait for him there. When the Prophet ﷺ finished from the Isha prayer, he went to Ali's house. When he arrived there, he asked for water, made ablution, and made the following supplication. So now the Prophet ﷺ is making dua for them. Allahu Akbar. Oh Allah, bless them and bless their offspring. Allahumma barik lahum wa barik dhurriyyatahum. He then advised his daughter to honor her husband. This is very nice because we see here that the father gives advice to the man and the woman, to the daughter and to the son-in-law. He then advised his daughter to honor her husband. He also advised Ali with the following words: Ali, do not get angry. When you get angry, sit down. Remember Allah's power over the servants and His tolerance of their sins. SubhanAllah. If you are advised to fear Allah, abandon your anger and go back to your deliberateness. All the Muslims were happy with Fatima's marriage to Ali. It was reported Hamza brought 2 rams, which he slaughtered and distributed the meat to the inhabitants of Medina. That was Hamza radiallahu anhu. So we know that their marriage took place when? This was, I don't know the date exactly, but definitely before the Battle of Uhud, right? Right? Because we know that Hamza died in the Battle of Uhud. So here we see that he brought the rams. So this would be somewhere before the Battle of Uhud that their marriage took place in Medina. Now, okay, let's go down. Ali radiallahu anh, in order to complete topic of Fatima's marriage to Ali, we would like to tell the readers something about Ali, though he was popular, known to all. He is the son of Abu Talib, the Prophet's uncle. So basically, he's the cousin of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, son of the Prophet's father's brother. His mother was Fatima bin Asad. Okay, so yani Ali's mother, her name is Fatima. Look at that. Is the first Hashemite woman born to a Hashemite man. Okay, subhanAllah. So the mother was Fatima bin Asad. First Hashemite woman born to a Hashemite man. I don't know what that means, to be honest. What he means by that. Ali is one of the 10 companions who were given the glad tidings of Jannah. The first young boy to accept Islam, and a member of the 6-man Shura Council. Okay, this is the Shura Council. Now, the Prophet ﷺ said about him, he who I regard a friend is also a friend of Ali. O Allah, treat as a friend whoever regards Ali as a friend, and treat as an enemy whoever regards him as an enemy. Allahu Akbar. Let's go down to see the authenticity of the hadith. Stop. Go up. And this is Sahih. Okay, this hadith is classified as Sahih by Sheikh Albani. Let's go down. He also told him, none loves you but a believer, and none hates you but a hypocrite. SubhanAllah. Let's go see the authenticity of the hadith. 78, go down. Please. Let's go down to the end of the page. Just the page. Stop. This is At-Tirmidhi and Nisa and Ibn Majah, and it is a Sahih hadith. Okay, let's go back up. So none hates you but a hypocrite. And anyone who hates Ali is a hypocrite. And anyone who loves him is a believer. So we should renew our love for Ali radiallahu anh. We should, I really love Ali. Ali, Hamza, Khalid. Okay, these are some of my favorite sahabas. I really always think about them. He taught the realities of Tawheed. Sorry. Abu Nu'aym introduced him as follows. He is the leader of the people. Go back. Okay. Abu Nu'aym He said he's the leader of the people, ardent follower of the Prophet and the Creator's beloved. He is the door of knowledge and sciences. As I said, he was very knowledgeable, very big faqih. The standard of rightly guided light of the obedient, friend of the righteous, and the leader of the just rulers. And he was a qadi, and even during the Khilafah of Abu Bakr Umar, he was a qadi. He was among the earliest ones to respond to the call of Islam, the strongest of them in justice and certainty, the greatest of them in intelligence, and the fullest of them in knowledge. He is the adornment of the knowledgeable and the model of the pious. He taught the realities of Tawheed. He had an intelligent mind, the inquisitive tongue, the comprehending ear, and the fulfilled covenant. Let's go down. He repelled the perfidious, subdued and unjust, and defeated the apostate. Ali was born 10 years before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commissioned with prophethood. So the Prophet ﷺ was 30 when Ali was born, and he was 40 when Ali was 10 years old. When he accepted Islam, Ali was a boy of 10 years old. He grew up in the house. His mental faculties responded to the reality of prophethood and its greatness, and he learned from Prophet ﷺ truthfulness in words, strong heart, and eloquence. He took after the Prophet ﷺ in his qualities, because imagine like you're raised in his house. Right now we have Zayd as well being raised. Like the Prophet ﷺ was he helped so many, and he coached so many of these young boys, right? That's why if you see, like, look at who is uh, Zayd, right? And look who is Ali, and look who is Anas. Look who is Anas ibn Malik. Again, served the Prophet ﷺ. Now, when the Prophet ﷺ was commissioned, Ali was among the first persons to benefit from his divine light, from the guidance. Now, okay. We know that there's this discussion on source. Who is the first convert? Is it Khadija or Ali? Allahu Alam. Could be that it was Khadija. But the scholar said, okay, she's the first woman. He was the first boy. Abu Bakr is the first man. If you look at historically, probably Khadija was the first one, because the Prophet went straight to her first after he received revelation, and she believed him right away. So I would say the first Muslim was Khadija radiallahu anha. No. 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 Let's go down. He played a very heroic role, you have to understand, okay, in the jihad of the Prophet and the fights of the Prophet in the dawah, everything, okay. The migration to Medina, we know what happened, right? What he did, how he sacrificed himself. He was always on the front lines. He always stood up for the battles. We know in the Battle of the Trench, right? When he goes into that trench and he fights that big kafir, and he defeats them, and no one wants to fight him. And even that man says, I do not want to fight you. Oh, son of Abu Talib, I don't want to fight you. Like, I know you. Like, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to kill you. Ali said, I want to kill you. I want to kill you. Don't worry. Okay. Not to mention the Battle of Badr, the Battle of Uhud, the Battle of Khandaq, as I told you. Right? He was nicknamed the Judge of the Ummah and Hero of Islam. And also, and he was called a lion. Like, we know that the lion was called Asadullah, was Hamza, but even Ali was called a lion. Now, let's go down. Fatima obviously was just a very exemplary wife. She had to be, because she was the daughter of the Prophet. She was the best. So if the Prophet said, وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ, imagine, obviously also Fatima was just amazing. And the fact that she was like the daughter of Khadija bin Khuwaylid, and how she learned from her, that she really resembled her, right? Now, Fatima was content with the economic situation of Ali, who was poor. She lived with him in protection and honor, and her husband with patience, seeking the reward of Allah. She would perform the household chores and carry out her obligations as a responsible mother. She was always pleased with a little food and drink, and not only that, she was also satisfied with the tasteless food. But she was still a young, energetic woman. She complained to her husband about difficulties she faced in the household chores. The complaint was not a show of displeasure or discontent, it's just to express, right? She just wanted to express what she was dealing with, okay? And that she wanted like a servant to help her. And the Prophet ﷺ came and did not give her a servant, okay? But taught them some athkar to do. Subhanallah 33 times. Alhamdulillah 32 times. Allahu Akbar 34 times. It's the hadith. Now, right, let's stop here. Let's stop here. The question is it true that the title Karamallahu Wajha was given by the Shia? I don't think there's any authenticity of Karamallahu Wajha. It means basically, may Allah bless his face. It's a statement, yani. It's like a dua. It's not necessarily like you say Hafidhullah. May Allah protect him, right? Like that's kind of like a statement. So Karamallahu Wajha is just may Allah make his face, beautify his face and make it, beautiful or great or no. So maybe the Shia started, but it's not like something haram. نعم طيب بارك الله فيكم جزاك الله خير. May Allah bless you. سبحانك وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
So,
وإياكم جزاك الله خير.